There we go. We're here for a bag reveal. This is a mint sealed bag, 1963, Philadelphia. How's everybody doing this evening? Looks like we've got a crowd waiting for us to begin. I have a confession to make that I have not yet been able to complete the preparation process, so I think we'll talk for a little while and get this prep finished up. And then, would you realize how many flip inserts I have to stuff in order to get this bag ready? And with the week I've had, prep ahead of time is not an option. Sent out about 600 pounds of mail this week. Most of it went out today because I was unable to get it out by Saturday. Sunday they don't do mail. And what I got out today was packages for just about everybody that you can think of here. Good evening, Tyler. How are you, sir? Eric, we're going to have to put heads together for your 100th reveal. Got to come up with something for you to do. You'll be here before you do your 100th reveal, so we'll come up with something. Not exactly sure what yet, but it'll be something special. Maybe something we would normally charge a good penny for and get it to you at a very inexpensive price. Kind of take a cost hit on it. You never know. I am doing better than I was yesterday. I've had a lot of... it's really weird, the amount of stress that I've felt lately. I don't generally ever get that stressed. And here lately, I've just been stressing right and left. And I don't really know why. But it's like 3 nights over the last 5. I've gotten less than 5 hours of sleep. Because I go to bed, I go to sleep, I wake up, and I'm laying in bed staring at the ceiling wondering, well, when am I going to go back to sleep? And it doesn't happen. So I just get up. And here this past night, I plan on getting up early this morning and starting to work on things like, well, this. And I slept from 10:30 last night through to almost 11 o'clock this morning. It's like, whoa, really? Sleep 12 hours? I guess my body needed it, but I'm still working on catching up mentally. I guess everything's kind of a challenge here. Cat Morgan Dollar says, Ben Max, Eric's 100th. We will probably have some sort of a extreme limit on what you can get. Try to get as many people involved as possible. And I'm only trying to stuff part of the overall flip inserts here now. I'm not even trying to do all of them. There's damn near 400. There's a lot. A lot of people got involved. A lot of people got 10, 15 spots. And there's a lot to take care of here. But I'm not complaining at all. It's just I'm letting you know why things are running a little bit slow in my world right now. But it's okay. I'm pretty quick at doing this. I stuff them right side up. Alright, I get done with that part. Now I throw some names in these. And we will be ready to move on. We're going to do this just slightly different than we've done it in the past. In the past, I was, I'm not really sure. I thought of something now. I can't remember what it was I thought of that I was going to do, and it was going to make this go so much quicker than it had in the past. But, I don't know. If anybody has any good recommendations on ways that we can make this bag reveal thing go faster, I'm all ears. I'm all ears. Whatever you've got that you think will help us, because I would love to be able to show more coins in the period of time that I get, but I don't really know that we can do that because, well, I've got the bag sitting here right next to me. It's still got the mint stitching on it. The mint stitching tells you and me that I've never seen any of the coins in here, so I have to have my regular examination time to actually look at the coins and see if there's anything on them. You guys know that I pick some of the minor stuff out, and I can see it and tell you what it is, and sometimes even tell you what die numbers they are. But we work hard as we can to get as much as we can done. And, of course, we have to figure our own way of getting our own life involved in there, too. The stick is the best, it's the best way I can figure it would happen, too. But just in the event that somebody had a really, really wise idea, maybe there's something that, that they could tell us that would help us out. So there's Kevin Dobbs there. Good day, Kevin. How is Kevin? Almost done. Got a bunch of names to stuff. We won't get to all of these. I'm sure of that. But I'm trying to get as many different people covered for during the show as I possibly can. I've got at least 200 to 300 name chips that are going to be taken care of after the show is over. The show is mainly meant to give us a really good idea of what's in the bag and what you get. Once you get it, you get to look through that and find out what you ended up with, because I think that's a good educational tool for you guys. Now, speaking of the education part of it, we didn't find anything in that first 1960 bag that we went through. Then we did the 60D bag. The 60D bag was a totally different story. We found a lot of really good stuff in the 60D bag. Now, with that, we're going to be putting together a web page that you can use to ascertain which different dies you did receive in your package, so that you can do your own kind of fishing in a barrel form of attribution, so that you can at least learn a little bit about what it's like to attribute die varieties when you have a list of possibilities. It's just that when you're typically attributing die varieties, your list of possibilities will be far greater, because you'll be looking at everything minted for a given date. Okay, here is what I'm going to do during the show. That's what I'm going to work on doing during the show. Let me put it around this way. No, it does go this way. What did I do here? Okay. Did this? Yeah, that worked. Okay, let me gather all this stuff up, get it out of the way, so we get the stick out, get the bag out, open the bag, and get started. Just a second here. There's our bag. There's the stitching on the bag. And, of course, that stitching is from the United States Mint. It is sewn in one specific way. It's cotton thread, and it is sewn with a serger. There is a certain way that serging works, so that when you cut the right part of it, see how when I pull this, it makes a little V shape there on the edge. I pulled this tag that's on the outside edge of the bag. Now, I cut this little thread right here. That little thread right there, when I start pulling now, is going to pull the stitches right out of the bag. That's how that works. Just pulls the stitches, all of them, just like a zipper. And here we go. Gonna open this bag. That's it, right there. All of the thread that you just saw stitching that bag together is now right here. Okay. 74 bags had stitching. All of the bags had stitching from the U.S. Mint. So that stitching is exactly how all of the U.S. Mint bags were sealed. If you've got a bag that is sealed with a lead seal, that was after it was sold to the Fed Reserve, and the Fed Reserve opened it and then resealed it. And resealed it with lead because they didn't do the surge stitching. So let's bust this open here and see what we've got. It looks pretty good. Looks like we've got some nice quality coins in here. So, looks like there's some... Yeah, I take that back. They're not all beautiful quality, but they're all decent. There's a number of them with a little bit of bag staining. Let's see, I don't see anything right offhand that just jumps out at me as an error. There is some bag staining in this, though. Been sitting in this bag for a long time. Alright. There we go. Alright, let me flip some people. Okay, what was I going to do? How was I going to do that differently to make it work better? One way I know is to make more room. And let's see here. Then we can take this, and I can just flip this over this way and do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5. There's names. Stephen, Carl, Wanda, Crispy, and Jim. Let me get my coins out. Move over to the scope and readjust the scope and how it works. And there's one of my little problems. Yeah, it's really hard to get these cables to do what I need them to do. There's a bunch of them. We'll just have to live with that as best we can. Let me, what'd Spiked Head say? Holy Eyelid Heaven. Yeah, that's right. 1963, buddy. One way or another, it's going to get you. Here we go. Let me get my pairs up here. Straight out of the bag, folks. Straight out of the bag. And let's find out what we have. We know we don't have any RPMs. That's a first. For sure we don't have RPMs. Let me get lighting and the scope together. There we go. All right. First pair goes to Mr. Worley. First pair. And no doubling on the date. Nothing on the eye. See how we've got that spider veining on there? That's just from the planchet wash. A lot of 63s came out that way. A lot of other years did too. But 63s are some of the ones that are notoriously bad for coming out with. Like that spider vein wash, overwash, drying, not well appearance. There we go. Let's see here. Did we see a bar L? I didn't see a bar L. No. No bar L. So there's nothing on the obverse of those two coins. So let's take a look at the next two. Here's the first. Nothing on the I. Nothing on the motto. Nothing on the L. Let's just keep going until we come up with something. We should eventually see something, I would think, in a 63 bag. Yeah, we're likely to run into a pretty hefty number of something decent. So let's just keep rolling. No. Then my fourth pair. This one's for Carl. That's kind of different. Wonder what that is up there. Something up there next to the T. Let's see what this does. No, nothing there. Kept thinking I was starting to see something, but it looks like there's doubling on the inside of the upper R. And trust there. But I don't see anything that goes with it. So it's not the coin, it's my eyes. Sometimes they do play tricks. Alright. So next up. You guys, of course, will get these coins regardless of whether I notice that there's something on them or not. We will eventually get all that straightened out. But I'm not seeing anything so far. Alright, let's get them ready to flip them over. Take a look at the reverse side. We'll do that for a considerable amount of what we're looking at during the show because, well, I don't want to miss anything. And for your sake and for mine, I don't want to miss anything because I want to see what's in here. I want to see what you guys are getting. Okay, nothing there. I should actually make these upside down. Hang on just a second. There's a lot of them that have doubling on the bottom of the letters in one sentence. They're easier to view when you push the bottoms of the letters toward the light. Just a little trick I learned over the years. Alright. I see nothing there. I am more used to looking at Lincoln cents like this than I am right side up, actually. I do this very frequently when looking at the reverse side of memorial cents because a lot of them that are going to have slightly minor doubling, you know, a little less than your real nice stuff, is going to show up quite minor, but it's going to show up better when the bottom of the coin is pointed toward the light. Hopefully we'll get a chance to see at least that. I got nothing so far. It would take us close to 100 coins to find our first double die in the 89 bag. They don't always show up real quick. So I still have plenty of hope left. We're just on our first stick. So we've got nothing so far though. If you're not getting older, there's something wrong with you. Right? That's a Yogi Berra type statement. What? You're not getting older, there's something wrong with you. Okay. I got that. Get my flip inserts here. And start stuffing coins. This process takes some time. I'm trying to take care of everybody while I'm at it. Jim, you're tired of getting older? Well, I can tell you the alternative is not a good thing. I don't complain about the process. I'm just hoping I can get everything done that I want to get done before I'm gone. So I'm not really sure who I'm doing it for, but I guess the future of America depends on you, right? There's one for Carl, Richard, Parviz, Stephen, and Parviz again. So, grab 10 coins out of here. Get our pairs all made together. I'm going to put these upside down on the stick so they work a little bit better going on the other side. That's going to be one of the little things I can do to make this go a little bit faster. Just put them upside down on the stick to begin with, instead of having to turn them around to look at the other side. And would you know I grabbed into the bag for 10 coins? You know how many coins I grabbed? 10. Right. Well, these are bright red coins, but there are some issues on the surface of some of them. Okay, here is our first coin, first pair. This pair is going to Parviz. Okay, second coin now. Obverse side. Nothing else there. First coin, second pair. Second pair goes to Stephen. Let's see here. Sometimes the coins sit just a little bit tilted, and that takes away my focus on the coins. Still looking for our first die variety. Nothing in here yet. A little lamb peel between the 9 and the 6 of the date on that one. That's going to be Parviz's coin. Let's see here. I think sometimes if I sneak up on it and really quiet, come up to it, it'll be more effective. Right? I think maybe if we do the golf clap, it'll work better. Is that maybe an eyelid? Yeah. Little eyelid. So that's a minor eyelid. Just a little one. Hello, hamburger dude. Hamburger dude. Let's see, what do we have on here that's going to show us that we've got this particular... We've got a die scratch paralleling a forehead there. It's a slightly earlier dice date coin. It's not really late dice date quite yet. Well, I've got a little struck through over here too, right above the L in Liberty. But I don't see anything that's particularly impressive for markers, so just a little minor doubled eyelid on that coin right there. Let's flip it back and see what kind of markers we can see here now. So we have north and south markers in and around the nose. Got one angling up out of the nose, and then that one in front of the forehead. So we should be able to remember that. This is not one of them. So we did find a little minor doubled eyelid in this bag so far. This one's going to Carl. Let's see what we have on the reverse of these coins. Hello, Wanda. Good evening. Not the highly impressive huge sack of coins I was hoping for, but you don't always get a highly impressive super sack of coins. I'm just glad we haven't run into any brown bags yet, because that may end up happening, where we end up with a bag that's mostly brown coins. That happens when they were stored in moisture. Too much moisture gets to the coins and turns them, oxidizes them, and then you open the bag to find a bunch of brand spanking new brown coins. It does happen. Can we see Liberty on Carl's minor A? Yes, we can see Liberty on Carl's minor I. Carl, hold your head real close to the screen. Not that close, Carl. A little too close. Let's see. This, I believe, is that coin. Yes, this one is that same coin. There's some reverse markers for you. Lots of die scratches. Go watch a die scratches. Alright. Let me flip this coin back over so we can look at Liberty. Here's the coin again. There's your little eye right there. And looking over at Liberty, you've got, it looks like some die scratches above the TY and below the R. Yeah, there's a lot of north and south die scratches in this area. So we got some decent markers. It's actually pretty decent, pretty good markers. Alright, there's that. We'll see plenty more of them. For right now, I'm going to keep Carl's coin out so that we'll be able to compare it to another one if we find another one and need some assistance. For now, I'll put everybody else's away. Alright. Alright, so I got that setting aside for Carl, so I will know what we've got going on for him. Let's see here. Let me get this back That's not going to happen. I don't have enough strength to pick the bag up sitting in my position that I'm in right now. That was worthless. Alright, so we've got Stanley. We've got Wanda. We've got Jim. We've got Kimberly. And Steven again. And we'll pull out our coins that we're going to use here. In case anybody wonders, we will be going until about 9:30. Around 9:30 is when I'm going to want to cut things short and move on. We should be able to find most of any dye varieties that are in this bag by then. I would think. I would hope. So I went to grab 10 coins this time. You want to know how many I grabbed? 9. I'm not always like a whisperer when it comes to pennies, I guess. Sometimes I can't count them by the handful. Okay, let's see here. Looking for that particular marker to see if we can pick out. Okay, let's see. What do we have here? We may have something like it. So let's turn. Oh, that's a wrong coin. I'm looking at the wrong coin there. So this is the first one on the next stick. Nope, that's not it. Okay. So let's go back and look at the actual first coin. That's definitely not it. Let's see if there's anything else on this, though. You never know. There could be more. More where that came from. What do we have under the L there? Is that maybe? Just maybe a bar L? No. No, not a bar L. Let's take a look at the L on this one. No, not a bar L there either. We don't have the double eyelid. We don't have a bar L. So we've got 2 normal coins on the obverse there. Moving right along to the next coins. This is not one of the double dies. It also has nothing else on it. Here's the next coin in. Not the eyelid. And this one looks a little more promising. It's got the right die state for it. I don't think it's the right thing, though. No, this is not it. Earlier die state, though. It looks nice. Let's see. This one is also not it, but it could be a different one. Wow, that's where I pull the switch. That might be a doubled eyelid, but it's so minor. I don't know anybody would ever be able to see this. There's a piece of fabric in there. There's a little dot in there that might be a very minor doubled eyelid, but we just can't go there. We just can't do that. That's torture. Listing little tiny minor things just to say we've listed it. Those days are long gone. I used to beat up on Kaneka for not listing really, really minor stuff. Now I really understand why. It's also not one of them. So we get into the last coin on the stick on the obverse side. Then we're going to flip the entire lot over. Look through those. Reverse time. Oh, let's get to the first coin on the stick first. How about let's do the first coin first? Nothing there. Nothing there. Let's see. Processing a lot of information at one time. There's nothing there. No dice on that. Goose egg there too. Nice toning on this one. Bag toning. Nothing there. That wasn't the last coin. That was the fourth pair. Here comes the last one, coming up next on the Copper Coins channel. Okay. Nothing on those. I really like when shows have some excitement built in. But when you're doing a sealed bag, there's just no telling what's going to come of it. So I continue to work diligently on trying to produce excitement for the show. And I'm even having a hard time with that now. Cookie, Crispy, Ronald, Carl, and Paul. Alright. In case anybody didn't hear me, I did send out a lot of mail today. I think I actually got the evil eye from my substitute mail carrier today. He had 3 boxes for me. They were all from the same shipper, and they weighed about 55 pounds apiece. Little more than they like to lift, but you know what? We pay for that advantage, so. Yeah, he looked at me kind of square-eyed, and when he pulled up, I says, "Hey, I've got mail for you." He says, "Yeah, I've got mail for you too." Okay. It was heavy mail. Anybody want to guess what was in it? Anyone? 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 Pennies. Yes. Coins. And lots of coins. About 175 rolls per box. Large flat rate boxes. I tell these people not to ship that much weight because it kind of pisses off the mail people, but they don't listen. It's like, yeah, they're just doing their job, so they can complain all they want, but we're still sending large packages. Okay. Yeah, go ahead. Oddly enough, they have all come through here very successfully in very good shape. I wouldn't ever try sending a 60-pound box, but that's not my choice when I'm the receiver, you know. I just open up the garage and point to a spot in the floor. Right over there. That's right, your job was to deliver. You're doing it. Great job. Thank you. I owe them a lot for Christmas, I'll tell you that for sure. Yep. 70 pounds max, and the heaviest boxes I generally get in, the heaviest ones, are 55 to 60 pounds. So they're lucky I didn't stretch that other 10 pounds out of them. Thinking, you people don't even understand. If I could do 90-pound boxes, I probably would. That's right. You guys want to pick it up? Oh, wait a minute. You want to whine about it. Okay. 95 pounds. How about that? Yeah, but unfortunately, you can't send any more than 70 pounds through the mail in any one package. Oh, there's one of our... That's one of our doubled eyelids right there. See, I'm watching. Watching while I talk. Let's flip this coin around. That's not that coin. It's this coin. Flip this coin around so we can see our doubled eyelid. Nope, not the same die, evidently. Either that or... Let's see... No, it's not the same die. Doy. Thought it would be the same. Looked like it was. Alright. Let me get the backs out now. See what the backs look like. The reverse side. That's right, the backs, you hide me. Let's see. No. Well, this is a slight disappointment. Got nothing going on here right now. I'm ultra quiet. And I'm just hunting. Shh. Be very, very quiet. We are hunting double dice. Yeah, medium flat rates around, around $18. Large flat rates around 25, somewhere around there. A lot of it depends on where you get your label. If you actually go to the post office to buy your label, it costs more money to buy it there. You go onto USPS.com and print labels from USPS.com. If you can weigh your package or you're doing a flat rate box, you can print your label from there and you get a discount on the rate because you are not bothering a postal clerk to add all of it up for you, which I think is incessantly stupid. What else are they going to do? But
And it's double die season.
That's right. Yeah, not exactly, though. Are you saying not everybody can pull off Elmer Fudd, and I'm one of those people? Does it bust your chi? Makes you think of me in a completely different light? It's like, he is a nerd. Darn. He started out not being such a nerd, but now I don't know what to say. I'm still waiting on Wanda to come up with a witty answer that doesn't completely blow my entire ego out of the water. Right on, I like nerds. So that means not everyone can pull off Elmer Fudd, and I'm one of those people who cannot pull it off. Alright, so we got Carl, Stephen, Captain, Wanda, and Malcolm. Carl, Stephen, Captain, Wanda, Malcolm in reverse order is Malcolm, Wanda, Captain, Stephen, Carl. Grab 10 coins out of here. And let's see if I got 10. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. How about that? I got 10 this time. 9, 10. Exactly 10 coins. Let's see what we have. This is going to start off Malcolm. For Malcolm, we have, well, nothing on that coin. Oh, I should have looked at the first coin first. There's Malcolm's first coin. First coin, second coin. Third coin, 4. Okay, nothing there. So we move on to the second person's coins here. Second person is somebody named Wanda, whoever that is. All right. I have no idea. I just do my job. Damn it, Jim. I'm a physician, not a magician. Let's see here. It's my turrets. Hey, at least I don't smack myself in the head, okay? This is one of our... I believe that might be one of the eyelids. I don't think so, though. No, it doesn't have the same scratches around RT. This might be the one that was really, really minor. I mean, I can see something there, but it's just, I mean, it's not really there. It just kind of looks like it. A big old dot above that one. See if it turns out to be anything. Yeah. Somebody blew dust in his eye. Got nothing there. Let's see about you. Nice earlier die state coin there. Hopefully we get something pretty. Do we get something pretty? Well, I really don't know. No, we don't, unfortunately. Let's try the last pair. On here, the last pair. Get one for the Gipper. No. Nope. And I made a mistake where I'm going to have to roll all these coins over because I put them on right side up. I guess it doesn't hurt too much to have to do that because The obverses actually work better right side up, but the reverses definitely work better upside down.
But Chuck, you're such a geek. Yes, I know. Wife says, "You're such a dork." "Yeah, but you married me." That shuts her up. Till next time. "But you're such a dork." "Yeah, I know." "Is it inappropriate to smack yourself in the head?" "Never." "Just depends on what condition you have." Sometimes with my condition, I'd probably be better off if I did smack myself in the head. That way I would have to say ouch instead of saying what I do say, because sometimes I become Mr. Diarrhea of the Mouth. Say a lot more than I should. There's a little die crack running from the rim up to the bottom of the O and 1. But die cracks are generally not really all that collectible, as in they add value to the coin. Oh, boy. Let's see here. No, I was seeing signs of what could have looked like a double die, and then, well, it's only for a moment, then the moment's gone. Yeah. On to pair number 4. Pair number 4 is for Steven. I'm a rather up to nothing good up here. Looking at all of these coins. Alright. On to the last pair for this stick. Yeah, really kind of looks like we might end up with kind of a dud here. Hello, Born Rebel. Good eye, good eye. Key lime pie. Oof. You can have all the key lime you want. I'll stay away from it, thank you. I like cream pies. I like the kind that's like banana cream pie, and I like the coconut cream pie, and I like chocolate pie. I like peanut butter and chocolate pie. I like, well, there's another word that I can't really tell you whether or not I'm pronouncing it properly or not. Depends on what part of the country you're from, but I like pecan pie. Some people call it pecan pie. Some people call it pecan, but more people call it pecan or pecan than anything else. Alright, who comes next? Chicken or the egg? Hello, coconut pie. Jim Fletcher, Paul Hampton, Parvez, Crispy Mofo, and Mr. Worley will come up next. I've got to do something about this. Oh, but I can't. The best I can do right there. Oh. Guess it depends on how you stick the names in there. Okay. So there we go there. 10 more coins. There's a lot more than 10 there. So I'll dump a few back. And let's see, how many did I get? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I got exactly 10 coins out of the bag again. I got them feelers. My fingers know when they got 10 coins. No, you don't hear Sherman. He's downstairs with Mama. He's doing his little dog duty for his mama. Babysitting her, make sure she doesn't go too plumb crazy. Because she's married to me. Yeah. I tell you what. You play with a couple of million pennies in your lifetime. And you start to kind of get a feel for them. You can sort of kind of tell what you got in your hand. Most times. This is going to be one of the doubled eyelids, I do believe, because it's got the die scratches coming out of the nose. I think this is one of them. Let's flip this coin around and take a look at it the other way around. Nope, it's not one. Well, that may have been an anomaly, like a one-off for the bag, which doesn't make any damn sense at all, but it could be true. I'm kind of making things up as I go along because I don't know the rules. Sort of like what they do in football. The NFL, they make up the rules as they go along. Trust me. I've seen it plenty of times. Don't see anything on you. How about you? How about you? How old does a song have to be before it kind of doesn't have a copyright on it anymore? Am I going to be able to, play pop music within my lifetime and have it not be protected by copyright laws? That is part of a Clash, I think. It's a very strange looking one, but it looks like it's part of a Clash. They're next to the 1/9 of the date. Yeah, we keep looking. How does it happen? Die markers and no variety? It's because I don't know the die markers really well. I'm paying more attention to being a fool than looking through coins. As I understand, they're trying to ruin baseball, too. I think, what did they... They installed some... Oh, it's a pitch timer. You only have a certain amount of time before you have to pitch the ball. Which... Yeah, sure, I can understand why I do it, because sometimes they've got people that'll take 5 minutes before they pitch a ball. You can literally fall asleep during a 9-inning game, even if it's an exciting one. Because even an exciting baseball game pales in comparison to the excitement of any football or soccer game. Because you can have periods of time where there's people only moving like once every 5 minutes. Can really test your nerves after a while. The bases are larger now? I didn't know that. Had the first U infraction. What is a U infraction? Alright, just in case you guys have not been following very well, this is James Worley's coin. And this one is James Worley's coin. And this one is for Crispy. Nice earlier die state, but unfortunately we've got nothing for double dies on these, which that's just kind of tough to swallow. Don't want to have to swallow that. 2 inches all around on the bases. So they're actually 4 inches wider and 4 inches taller. There's a die crack for you. It's a pretty neat one. Why do they have to go messing with stuff like that? Why can't they just leave it alone As if the rules in the 40s and 50s weren't good enough. A nice struck through right there. On that one. That's on pair number 3, which belongs to Parvas. Parvas is getting some pretty coins this time around, some neat ones. This one's for Paul. Another Paul coin. Right there. Then this one here is from Mr. Fletcher. He gets a hair for free. Free hair. It's still not gone. It's not on the coin, but it's not gone. Yeah, right. When are they going to start making the bases the size of king-size beds? And if you hit and don't feel like running, you don't have to. You can just point to the base that you made it to. Right? If you're too fat for your uniform, you match everybody else. Okay. I think we'll do one more stick. And then we'll call it quits on this. I'll go through and I'll look at the number of the coins for that doubled eyelid and see if I can become familiar with it. See if we actually get a variety out of this. And if we don't, then, well, that's just the way the cookie crumbles on this one. The way the cookie crumbles. I do the cha-cha like a sissy girl. Hey, you guys. Some of you might know that reference, but others might not. I've gotten to a point in life where I try to do references based on movies that are like highly popular movies, and the younger generation looks at me like I've got 3 eyeballs sticking out of my head. Like when I started doing Rain Man references, like, what are you doing? You know, Rain Man, the movie? What movie? Rain Man. You know, Rain Man? No, never heard of it. Okay. Okay. Either I'm really old or you're just really stupid or both. ETA for the coin sticks. I've still got to talk to my neighbor. He's been out of town. I've got to talk to my neighbor about it. I can probably get them made this week. Oh, let's get back to the very first coin. Oh, wait a minute. We have to first get a group of people. Wait a minute. Let me turn these around. That's what was problem last time. Well, Jim, you want to let anybody else in over here, brother? We've got Paul, Carl, Jim, Stephen. "33 years old. You're right. 1988, I think it was. All right. Let's see there. Of course, I'm definitely an excellent driver. Drive really slow on the driveway on Saturdays. 1949 Buick Earthmaster convertible. Of course, it's a really ugly brown color. The original color was red. Red leather seats. Ted Kluszewski Ted. 249 lifetime batting average. Good money. Counting cards. Yeah. 82, 246. There's 246 toothpicks. Yeah, but the box has 250, so you're wrong. Actually, there's 4 still in the box. I love that movie, man. That was one of the best.
That's one of those ones that should be like the all-time classic, like Casablanca or something. But instead, the ones that end up being classics are like Dumb and Dumber. I mean, seriously? It's not a classic. At least The Big Lebowski made it into being a classic. I just have to go to Kmart, get my underwear. 400 Oak Street, Cincinnati, Ohio. 400 Oak Street, Cincinnati, Ohio. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Yeah. Kmart sucks. Yeah. There's a flam Qantas. Qantas never crashed. Oh, uh-oh. It's a major injury. Number 242. 1988, number 242. Charlie Babbitt hit me really hard. Hello. I don't know if there's actually any open Kmarts left. We have one here in town that still has a sign out front, but they've been closed since before I moved here. Another one of those. Don't we wish that had some significance? Because I now remember seeing it 3 times. Looks like nothing of any particular significance coming out of this bag, unfortunately. Every bag I buy with the intention of it being a great bag. Our next bag, folks, is going to be a 1995 Philadelphia. The bag has been opened, but I have been assured that it is not searched. So we can search it together. You and I. Look for that happy little tree. Blue light special denim blue. They got rid of the blue light special like 30 years before they closed. Can tell you what did them in. Sears bought them. Of course, that propped them up for another year or two, but still. Yeah. How many Sears are still out there? What, none? Really? Some correlation there between Sears and Kmart. No Kmarts left, no Sears left. But what about Target? Oh, they're booming. There's plenty of Targets out there. And man, the one nobody ever saw, Dollar General. There's a Dollar General on every damn street corner now. But we can't keep Sears or Kmart open. Kmart's still in business. All right. Well, that's it. That's all we're going to do for now. I'll go through and I'll keep looking for double dies in here to see if there's anything in here. Oh, service merchandise, man. I remember them going out a long time ago. Montgomery Ward, Jefferson Ward, J.C. Penney's almost gone. All those big box stores that the malls used to stay open on, and they're collapsing. Let's see, there's, well, Macy's gave up the ghost. They went to Dillard's, I think. Dillard's isn't doing so well.
Yeah, Dollar General, man, they're all over the place now. Alright, well, that's what I've got for the evening. I will rifle through this bag and see if there's any other double dyes or anything else in here. If I find any errors in here, any decent errors, I'll randomly give them to people who are in the pool. I don't see anything, though. Alright, well, I appreciate it, folks. You guys have a great night. And I've got some work to do here, I guess. I appreciate it for you guys coming around, and I'll see you at the auction tomorrow. Don't forget, there is an auction at 7 p.m. tomorrow. I'll see you then.